It's a brand new day, sixth graders. Woo!
Hello, hey.
You are now West Lane Wildcats. It's a brand new day. So, I tell you what, right now, my bet is there's a lot of nervousness out here with people watching this video because here's the deal. There are parents watching this video now because I've sent out all sixth grade, and there are students watching this video right now. I would say watch it together, listen to what we're talking about here, and then you won't be as nervous for your first couple of days as Wesley. And that's why I always see about sixth graders when they come in, the parents, if they're new of sixth grade, are super nervous. And the kids are super nervous about coming into a brand new school because they've just been in their elementary for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe sometimes. I mean, if you've been there from K to 5, you've been there 6 years. You know everybody, and here you're gonna come here, and then in 2 years you're gonna be an eighth grader, and then you're 3 years from now. Not to make you parents freak out at me, but you go North Central. So welcome, Wildcats. It's the new Wildcat.
Hello, Wildcat.
Video. We want to touch on some things to help you learn about what's going to be happening this school year. So starting off introductions, I know you've met some of us, but we're going to introduce ourselves anyway. I'm Bill Pitcock. I'm the principal here at West Lane. This is my 6 years principal, and it's like my 15th year in the building and in Washington Township here at West Lane as a teacher, AP, and principal. So I am happy to be here. And so I'll go around Ms. Barber.
Hello, everyone. I am Mrs. Barber, Laura Barber. This is my 3rd year at West Lane. I am your assistant principal, and I will work really directly with you guys. So I'll see you a lot at lunch. I'll come into your classes a lot. Some of you I'll just, call down and we'll chat in my office, but I'm looking forward to starting a whole new normal year with you guys. So welcome.
All right, Mrs. Hampton.
Hello. I am Shanna Hampton. This is my first year here at West Lane as assistant principal. I'm excited to see you guys, even though Ms. Barber said she's gonna work directly with you. I'm gonna see you guys too. Just FYI, I want to see you. I'm excited to be here.
And Mr. Hughes.
Hello, everybody. My name is Mr. Hughes. I've been in education for almost 8 years. I would be your 6th grade counselor, somebody who can come talk to if you're having issues, if you need help with your schedule. You may see me in your classrooms. We can do one-on-one meetings, group meetings. I'm just very excited to meet you all. I'm looking forward to, spending the school year with you all.
And the cool thing about Mr. Hughes, he's going to be your counselor all 3 years. So he's going to bring you in, and then he's going to take you out in 2 years. He's going to transition you to the high school. And so it's going to be kind of cool how you will have Mr. Hughes all 3 years as your counselor. So that's an exciting time. All right. So we are just some important people. The most of your daily content is going to be with your teachers, and you're going to have up to 9 teachers at a time, because we have an advisory class, and then you have your 8 classes. So you're going to work with up to 9 teachers, and that's not including our assistant teachers and our instructional assistants that you're going to run across every day. But here's what we say at West Lane: every adult in the building is an educator. And so when they ask you something, or when you talk with them as though they are your teacher. If they ask you to do something, do that, even if you don't know them. The cool thing about West Lane is everybody here is around for everybody. And we want to make sure that you're supported. And you can feel free to ask everybody questions too. You don't have to sit there and go, well, I can't see my teacher, but I don't know how to get to this classroom. Well, anybody who's around there as an adult, you can just go up there and ask them where to go. And that's the biggest thing. But I think we get to know everybody over the course of the year. I will say this, by September, October, 6th graders, you have everything down. It's an adjustment at first, but then you really have it. And so I think that's something that is just going to be, it's going to be cool and important, and you guys will learn it. And it'll be, by the time you're in here for a month, you'll be wondering, why was I nervous? But you're nervous right now, and we're here to say, don't be nervous. And this video is just for you. If you have a 7th or 8th grade sibling, don't let them watch this. Kind of hide. They've watched our announcements before. So
They'll tell you how awesome
you
they
don't
are.
let them watch it, but just ask them how everything is, and they'll say, "Oh, it's awesome." But this is just for sixth grade parents, and we're only sending it out to sixth grade parents and sixth grade students. But we know you may have some older siblings, but just you watch this. So put your eyes up on your phone and don't let anybody else see except your parents. So
Mhm.
I want to talk about some important dates coming up, at least to start the school year. And so on July 29th, that's this Thursday coming up, is scheduled pickup day. And that's from 12 to 7. And during that, you're going to pick up your schedule. You're going to be able to have residency verification. You're going to be able to buy some spiritware or buy some school supplies. You're also going to pick up your computer on that day as well. We're one-to-one computer, and you bring your computer to school every day, and you take it home every day, so you can work on it in the evening. But we're one-to-one here, and you guys, I think we're one-to-one in elementaries. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm sorry about that. But I think you guys were one-to-one, so you're going to get your computer that day, and you'll also be able to walk around West Lane. I think that's the important piece, and it's going to be at your leisure. So you'll be able to walk with your parents and your siblings, and sometimes people bring grandparents, especially sixth graders, and they walk the building and look at find all their classes and get to know each other. Not to say you all remember it, because the first couple of days you get like more nervous about being here with other people, and sometimes you get lost, but we'll again take care of you. On August 2nd at 5:30, we're going to have our sixth grade orientation known as Wildcat Safari. That'll be a time where you're going to be able to walk around the building with some eighth graders and just do another tour of the building and understand where everything's at. And then I'll talk to your parents. So parents at that time, we'll have an informal question and answer time. We'll be in our cafetorium for that, having just a general meeting. It'll be a meeting just where you can answer questions, and we can help support you, because we know at that time you're nervous about all the things that are going to happen as well. And so, but remember, I say don't be nervous, but I know that you will have nervousness, and we're going to help inform. And really, the thing to combat nervousness is information, and that's kind of what we're here today. And that's when our meeting is on that Monday night as well. So here's a few things you might not be able to be nervous about now. And so lockers, I know that's the biggest thing that sixth graders are worried about. I mean, the locker monsters. Sixth graders, you won't have lockers for the first couple of months. And here's why. So your classrooms are in the South Gym. There's some temporary classroom space, because your hallway, as you come into school and you're seeing it, is being built. Right now it's being bricked all the way out to the west side of the building, and it is being constructed. Now it's going to look gorgeous when it's done, and it will be done the 1st of November. And so you'll move in there. You'll one day go in the South Gym for classes, and then all of a sudden you'll be in there the next day once we move in. It is going to be awesome. When you walk around and toward the building, it's going to look a lot like the 7th and 8th grade wing that's upstairs. And so it's going to be neat. And so you won't actually so we had to pull out lockers to create spaces. And so we don't have it in upper sixth grade, which is fine. That's just one less thing for you to worry about for your day. So you will carry around your book bags each day. And so we just want to make sure that, that's one thing you don't have to be worried about, because we're also not changing for PE this year, because again, our locker rooms are being renovated. And so as we do that, you won't have to do the locker. Now, if you have music and you have band or orchestra, you will have an instrument locker that you'll have to understand that, but it's only one. I think at one point next year, the sixth graders will have to learn 3 if they have all those classes right away. So it's something to not be nervous about. That locker thing, you can put it, have it take a nap, and will be, by the time that you have to learn a locker combination, another one for your class or your hallway, it'll already be November, and everything else will be second nature to you, so it won't be an issue. So with carrying around the bags, we do want to talk a little bit about cell phones, and we do allow them in the building. Okay, that is number one. We do not allow you to be on them in the building, though. We say from 9:20 to 4:20, they're put away, they're off, and I'll let one of you three talk about why it's important to keep our cell phones off during the school day.
So kiddos, I'm just gonna be real honest with you. And I know that we all use our cell phones. I have mine right here. It's part of our lives. But there have to be times during our lives where we disconnect, that we are not guided by this little rectangle in our hands. So where we ask you to do that, we are also asking, all of us to take time to be connected with each other. And during your classes is that time. You'll have time on your computer. So if you feel like just you're missing that, you'll have time on your computer to work on Canvas and work like that. But we're going to ask that you just, you make that commitment, and it's a requirement to disconnect. Put that phone in your backpack, put that phone in your locker, and just stay away from it. And here's the one neat thing: when you're off of it from 9:20 to 4:20, and then just think of all the cool notifications and all the hours you can spend at home searching and seeing what you missed. So save that all up for then, because then you have a whole evening worth of new TikToks to watch and Instagrams to see. But school
We call those the gram, right? It's the gram.
Yes.
I try to be as old timey as possible. I use
Try to
terms
be as cringy as it can be.
cringy. Yeah. So these announcements always, not this one, but always. Because Hampton, what do you think about the cell phones? Why should we use them in school?
Just like what Miss Barber was saying, you want to be able to connect. We're people. We like to connect with people. We want to get to know one another. So with you not having a cell phone like this all the time, how are you going to connect with somebody else or your friends or getting to know more
You're
people?
not connecting.
You're not. So you want to have your cell phone away. I want to see your faces. I want to see your, well, if you are vaccinated, see your smiles. I want to see you, look into your eyes, get to know you as well as your peers want to get to know you and your teachers. So it just brings an enjoyment of saying things. And then you can, like Ms. Barber said, at the end, you can TikTok what you did today. You can find something funny, because sometimes when you're on your phone, you miss out on the funny things around you to record it. So you don't want to do that. But yeah, that's why I just want to connect.
So, Mr. Hughes, you've heard both of our assistant principals talk about connections. And so talk about the value and the power of connecting with others.
Oh, the value and power of connecting with others is very important. Like we're saying, you get to know one another, you become more socially active. I know we've been in a pandemic. A lot of us have been home and not been able to be very active and social. So being able to learn how to communicate or relearn how to communicate with people face to face is very valuable and is very important. It's something that, it will go a long way, in life in general. And that's something that us adults are even having to go through from, working at home and then having to go back into the building. So it's just very important to disconnect from technology and be able to communicate and be able to be social with one another.
Now, I can already hear out there in your minds, like, my parents need to contact me if there's an emergency. We have 115, I think, phones in the building that go class to class, and it can actually outside line. And we have Mrs. Anderson and Miss Clarkson and Miss Richmond. You can manning the phones at the front desk. And so if your parents need to get a message to you, they just call. We call the room you're in or tell you to come down if there's a message or get picked up. We have all that. All right. We have that technology. Also, my assumption is that when 420 hits, and we don't say if it's 421, you're on your phone. We don't know. We know that once the 420 bell rings and you power up your phone, there could be a text message on there that says, hey, do this tonight. Hey, do that. Again, we have plenty of time to do that. And again, if there's an emergency, your parents can contact you through the school. We have, or even Parent Square, they can text us. They can email us. They can email one of the three of us, and we can get that message. So, and I know too, y'all been used to, we have, especially coming up the summer, y'all have been on everything on the summertime 24/7. And I get that, but it is a time again to connect, and you have computers too. Not like you'll be technology light. We do some things on Canvas, but we use the technology for educational growth. And speaking of growth, here's something you will hear every day from us. Every Wildcat, every day gets better. And that's our motto. And that's an expectations. When we talk about expectations now, that's one of the expectations is every day we come into West Lane, we get better at something. Okay. So we're not expecting you to come in and so if anything's not you're not, right now you're improving on things or you're not as great as you want to be. We work with you to get to where you want to be. We know that you have a genius within you. You all have something that you're super good at and something that you want to get better at. And we want to make sure we do both. And so our expectations for you will be to come into school every day, anxious and ready to learn, because our teachers are going to give you a lot of different activities that are exciting and interesting and built for you and have a nice little flow to them that you're going to enjoy. So our expectation is that we come to school every day to learn. We are going to do our pillars, our war pillars, our respect and with respect and responsibility. That means we respect each other and what they want to do. And you'll hear more about this too, but I want to touch on this. But being responsible and being respectful does not mean like you have to say yes sir, no sir to every person you meet. It's just that you're going to accept them and listen. And then you're not going to try to inflict emotional or physical harm on someone because of the fact you don't want to say anything back to someone. You want to be respectful and listening. I'm not saying you have to agree with everything everybody says, but we're respectful in doing it. So those expectations are coming into school every day as being ready and being ready to learn and being ready to grow. And you're always going to hear me say that a bunch this year. Ms. Hampton, to talk a little bit about COVID, we will say this year, we were going to continue to wear our masks if you are not vaccinated. Okay. So if you, like some of you are not old enough to be vaccinated yet, we know that, but you'll be wearing your mask. You have to wear them on the bus, period, even if you are vaccinated. But we know that sixth graders are not quite that some of you, that vaccine age hasn't come down yet. And when it is down, maybe you've gotten it, but you will need to wear a mask here at school if you're not vaccinated against COVID. Now, some other vaccines, you do have to have parents. I'm talking to you right now. Their vaccination records, we do need to have here at West Lane as soon as possible, because we do have a time in October we had to start sending kids home for not being vaccinated against certain diseases, not COVID, but against certain other diseases that are required by the state of Indiana. Lunches, we love lunches. Bring your Lunchables, bring your food. It's 30 minutes in the cafetorium to eat. Whatever, you can bring your lunch or you can get lunch here at school. Everyone here at school this year is eligible again for free lunches. You do have to apply. And then also we want you to set up an account, because our lunch cafeteria at some point, not right away, will sell like different a la carte things like chips and little soda waters, everything healthy. I mean, everything has got to meet the nutritional guideline, but we have a time to eat lunch. Last year we did eat in sled desks. We're going to offer a few sled desks this year, but we're going to eat more at tables around each other. We will kind of place you at a tables though, to make sure that it's for contact tracing for COVID, but it's still not gone away. So we still have the contact tracing in case someone has it. And also two lunches, you do eat with 7th and 8th graders. We separate our cafetorium, which is going to be new to everybody this year eating. It's going to be separated into 3 different grade levels. Also for the first, 2 months, I think I've said, we'll be eating cold sack lunches. So nothing heated, because and I don't mean to say, but our kitchen's under remodeling as well. So we'll have sack lunches, but it's tasty, because I think we ate sack lunches a little bit last year too. And it was really good.
It's just a yummy deli sandwich. It's
Yeah.
good. You can make it home.
And so, like I said, yeah, but you're going to bring your own lunch as well. And you can also bring a little bit of food and also eat the school lunch. What we don't want to have and we can't have is if you bring in like a big bag of chips, okay, that's fine for you, but you can't share them because we're still on, again, COVID protocols, and we just can't do that. First few days of school. So the first full day of school, we'll be in what's called advisory all day. And so you'll be learning about West Lane. I think we'll have a meeting with you guys as well. I think that we meet with 8th grade first. We'll meet with you guys that first week and answer any questions you might have. So that'll be the first day of school. And then so you won't have to learn hallways and things like that. Most of your classes are all in one little area in the gym. And then we'll have people out in the hallway to guide you to certain locations. So, all right, now we're to the point where we're just saying not to be nervous. So what's one piece of advice each of you could give to our sixth grade? I will start. I will say, listen, number one, the educators here, the teachers here have been doing this for many years. Okay. We are, even though this is your first day in a middle school, it is not their first day in middle school. And it's also not it's not anyone's first day of bringing in sixth graders and transitioning them. When I first started out in middle school, this is my 23rd year of education, I started out teaching sixth grade. So I know what sixth graders go through in their mind. I taught sixth grade for 7 years. And so I know all of the nervousness and all of the anxiousness, but I'm just saying that we have many professionals that know how to bring in sixth graders. And so don't be nervous on that. Ms. Hampton, Ms. Barber, Mr. Hughes, how would you say not to be nervous and why?
I would say don't be nervous because we're ready. Like Mr. Pitcock said, we're ready to help you. Arms open. We understand. And the advice I would give you, because we understand, don't be afraid to ask for any help.
Yes.
If you are confused or something is not clicking, or you like, hold on, my heart is racing. I want you to ask and ask for that clarification, because we don't want you to have your heart racing, because that's what the nervousness does. But we're here and we're ready. Trust and believe. We will be willing to help you at any point.
Ms. Barber.
So I think for me, like, I think it's an exciting time for you sixth graders, because it's not just the same kids you've seen for the last 6 years. So I'm going to kind of give you a challenge to meet somebody new. So don't be scared to go up and ask somebody their name, ask somebody what elementary school they went to, because everyone's in the same boat as you. They're all new. So this is a great time for you to meet new people who are going to make you a better student and make Wesleyan an even better place. So get out and make a new friend today.
Mr. Hughes, how can we tell them what would be your one piece of advice coming in?
I would say just ask questions, because, with being new, I'm sure that the question that you have, almost everybody else has as well. So don't be afraid to ask your teachers questions, ask those questions in the hallways. Just don't be afraid. Just know that a lot of y'all are going through the same thing, but we're all here to help you.
Yes, you can talk to us. Like there are some sixth graders who don't talk to me till they're 7th grade, even though I engage, but y'all are too nervous to do that. Talk to us. Well, that's what we're here for. We love it. We love it. And we're ready. And so you're ready too. And so hope you enjoyed the video. You can watch it as many times as you want to, but we are starting, like I said, a brand new day coming up here, and we're excited to have you. So sixth graders, parents,
Welcome.
listen, parents too. I'm looking at you parents right now. Don't be nervous. We got this. All right. We will.
Got it.
We got it. We're good. Take a deep
We're
breath.
good. You're our babies
Yeah.
from
Great.
9 to
Very
4.
calm. We're starting a brand new day. Welcome, Wildcats.
Welcome.